Hey,
What's going on, Josh?
hey, not much. How you doing?
Doing good, bro.
I'm just out here doing some homework. I got I got a race in a couple weeks.
Nice.
I'm
How far
trying
is your
to
race?
trying to balance, huh?
How far is your race?
It's
How many
a
miles?
half marathon.
Nice, nice.
Do you have a
Yeah.
question for David?
Um, my question is, I guess, what in the morning? What is the first thing you think about?
I think about not working out.
Yeah.
The first thing I think about is I want to do this, but after that, I have to get over being a little. Then I have to get up, put my shoes on, and say, okay, I have to win the war against myself every day. It's not like I'm some naturally. This is what people get about me, man. Exactly what you're thinking, and everybody else is thinking. I'm thinking the same. Like, I'm gonna take a day off. I'm gonna do this. All that. But you gotta win the war against yourself, man. Every day,
Yeah.
battle. Every day, there's battle, man. And why I have so much energy is because I have to invent energy. I'm a low key man. If you see me outside this phone and on Instagram, you'll think, wow, I'm not talking to nobody. You have to create energy. Create the fact,
Yeah.
love the fact that you're being tested in life. And I don't want to hit. At the end of the day, if I give up and I don't get after it, whether it's working out, studying, whatever, I'm gonna go over there for like a little, and I don't want that feeling. So therefore, I just do it, knock it out, get it over with. So that's what I think about. I think about how am I
Okay.
gonna feel tonight when I failed myself and failed the test.
Yep.
Thank you for
I
joining us.
appreciate it. Thank
Have a
you,
good
man. Stay
one.
hard.
I feel like you need to give people who's going to carry the boats because people keep writing that in here.
Okay. So a lot of people always say in some videos when I'm struggling going off on some, I start yelling, who's gonna carry the boats? Where that comes from, when I was in Hell Week, for those of you who don't know what Hell Week is, it's Navy SEAL training, 130 hours. You might get a couple hours of sleep. I was in 3 of them, completed 2 of them in 1 year, okay? So I became the master of Hell Week, the master of mind games, the master of suffering. So I started inventing, and what I invented was who's going to carry the boats. So second Hell Week, a bunch of guys were quitting. It was hard Hell Week, whatever. All Hell Weeks are hard. So long story short, some guys were quitting in my boat crew. They're quitting, and the more they quit, the more fired up I got. So I turned around a couple guys as they were leaving, and as they were walking away from the boat, getting ready to ring the bell and quit, I looked at them. Hey, motherfucker, where you going? Who's gonna carry the dog and the logs? And as they got far enough away, I said, I'll carry those. So who's gonna carry the boats? I'm looking for who's gonna be strong, who's gonna man up, who's gonna ante up, and everything gets off life. So I'm looking for the warriors, the savages out there.
Are we going? I'm not even looking at the lights. Okay. So if anyone else has any questions, submit them. I'm walking next to David. I'm not on a bike. All right, hold on. We have to run across the street here, so bear with us. All right. All right, so here, I'm going to take a few more. Any advice for a father of 3 to quit smoking?
We'll cross the road again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. You're a father of 3. I'm sure that your kids want you around for a long time. If you can't motivate yourself, maybe your kids can motivate you. You know, so I would look at them, look at your family more than you. I don't know how your relationship is with your kids. We all got different stories about our kids. So maybe you want to think about that. Don't think about why can't quit smoking just to be around in life longer. Not saying I know that's gonna give you cancer. I don't know. From what they say, it's not real good for you. So use motivation outside yourself.
All right, I'm gonna give another. How did you find having asthma going through military training?
I didn't know I had asthma until they started giving me all these tests. I had this disease called sickle cell trait. And when I went in the military in 1994, they weren't real knowledgeable about sickle cell trait. So they were kicking me out of training. I think I was going to die of a heart attack or stroke or something. So they gave me all kind of tests. And back then, the medical examinations for the military, it wasn't that hard to get in. So I had a hole in my heart, sickle cell, all kind of. So people wonder how the fuck we ever get in the military. It was much easier back in the day. The physicals weren't that hard to pass. So they found out when I was in the military. So my whole life, I didn't go to the doctor that much. So when I couldn't breathe, I took a big ass SIU pill. I thought everybody else felt the same way. So over a period of time, I got used to it. So I don't know. I just didn't stop going. Asthma sucks. I don't have it as bad as most people do, obviously. But yeah, that was it.
All right, you know what, honey? Do you mind just standing on this side just because I can't see the screen all that well? All right, I'm next. Do you deal with anxiety?
Yeah, I deal with anxiety. I deal with everything that everybody else deals with. I just don't. I know how to treat a lot of emotions because I deal with it. I don't push it. I'm able to talk about it. I'm open with all of my. I'll tell you, is anything going wrong with me? I'm not hiding what's wrong with me. So, what makes anxiety even worse is when you walk around like you ain't got nothing wrong with you. So, I recognize it, and I know that I got to calm the down. I got to get in a peaceful spot. Not everything in life is a worrisome shit. Life ain't that hard. We make it hard. We stress out about the smallest things. So learn to sit back, get out of your own personal suffering, and it ain't that bad. That's why I'm very structured in all my routines of life. I stay structured, so I stay disciplined, mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. So yeah, I have anxiety, but it ain't like that's knocking me out of the game.
All right. Do you still do AARs after failures?
I do AARs every day. Right now, all the answers I'm giving you all right now, I'm going through my mind, and I remember most of them. I'll go back through this conversation. I'll look at it when I post it up online, and I'll go through some of the shit I said. I'm always giving myself an AAR. An AAR is an after-action report. So everything I do, this ruck, how I'm feeling, am I feeling like I'm not pushing out? Everything. Everything is always being evaluated by myself. Not to put myself down, make myself better. So yeah, I still do AARs all the time, everything I do.
All right. Someone asked, are you doing a children's book?
So the children's book I was doing, I pulled away from that one just because the content, there was a lot of good content that I want to put in my second book. So I had a children's book, and also, so Can't Hurt Me was going to be my second book. But no one knew who David Goggins was. So the real book I wanted to write, I couldn't write it. So basically I'm putting some of that in this book. Long story short, Can't Hurt Me. It's coming out in a non-cussing form. So we just went through it. It should be out in a couple months, maybe less than that. The ebook, audio, or the ebook,
Yeah.
the hard, the soft cover.
this month. Maybe
They'll
end
be
of
out
March.
probably this month in March. No cuss words. And then my second book, the book I wanted to write to begin with, will be coming out probably several months from now. But that one's going to be my baby.
Some point in the future. All right. Okay. Everyone asking what an AAR is. All right, let me just explain
AAR
the
is an
AAR.
after action report.
Yep.
So after you get through doing something in the military, training operation, a mission, whatever, you go back and you give yourself an after action report. You know, so it's after the task is done with, you come back and evaluate what went on. It's basically what it is.
All right, and then I'll just do a few last ones. Oh God, do you drink a lot of coffee? He never drinks coffee. I don't think he's ever had a drink of coffee in his life. Have you?
No.
No. And the question is, how do you let other people's opinions impact you?
I love this question. People, one thing you have to learn early in life, I didn't learn this till later on. I don't give a. You can't care what anybody thinks about you. If I care what people thought about me, you think I'd be yelling out here, doing a 105-pound ruck, talking? This is who I am. Find out who you are, whoever that may be. I don't give what you are. Find out who you are and own that and tell people to go themselves. Don't ever worry about anybody and what they think about you. You do that, I guarantee you, your life will be in shambles. You will become the biggest of all time. And when I say, I ain't talking about females. So back in the day, we could say words like that, and people would have about. So I ain't talking about females, I'm talking about sack the up. Everybody.
I believe your friend Cameron Haynes just joined as well.
Cam. We got Cameron Haynes. For those of you who don't know who Cameron Haynes is, go check him out. Cameron Haynes, bow hunter, hardcore endurance athlete, old school savage. Cameron Haynes, good to see you, brother.
All right. Do you take cold showers?
I don't do that bullshit. I don't do no cold shower. I take warm showers. Back in the day, before I went to Navy SEAL training, I was really big in the cold showers, jumping in cold lakes, all that. I strap on a 105-pound ruck. I go run every day. Cold showers are good. A lot of people like that. My cold shower is just getting after it every day. So that's my cold shower, so I don't take them.
All right, here's a question. Do you ever have laughing fits? What makes you laugh?
I laugh all the time. I laugh a lot. A lot of people. I laugh more than you know. I love comedy. I love going to comedy shows. I just saw Joey Diaz here in Las Vegas. That was hilarious. And who was the guy that came on before him?
Dean Del Rey.
Dean Del Rey's hilarious. So yeah, I laugh a lot. You all don't see that side of me too much because I'm not gonna be on Instagram trying to motivate people. I do say some funny dry. So for those who know about dry humor, I throw dry humor in my shit all the time. But you all look at my face, oh my God, you're so serious. You can't, laughter gets you through a lot. When I'm suffering real bad, you'll see me start joking around. Laughter is a big part about suffering. When you're suffering real bad and you ain't got nothing left, you start laughing at stupid. And I guarantee you, time will go by and you won't get too much. So yeah, I laugh all the time.
All right, last year. So I'll say no coffee, no alcohol, which is obvious. It's also really no caffeine. You don't drink any
I don't
caffeine
do caffeine.
at all. And I guess the question then would be for people saying, well, what is he drinking? Is he do pre-workout drinks? What is he
I
consume?
do a lot of water, protein, and amino acids. For those dummies out there who think amino acids are bad for you, way the off. You're way the f off. I got some research I've done on my own about amino acids. So every time I talk about amino acids, there's some dumb talk about what amino acids aren't good for. It's a building block. You need that. It's important. So protein, aminos, and a ton of water.
All right, let me see. Yes. Oh.
As they say, watch.
You warned me.
As they say, watch the curb, she falls to her ass. Watch the curb, okay.
All right. I know we answer this question all the time, but for newcomers, how much sleep do you get a night?
Okay, so back in the day, I f***ed up my adrenals. I wrecked them real bad. So your adrenals start up when you're a young kid. My childhood was a nightmare. So I was a scared little, and it f***ed me up. Then as I got older, I became a military guy. I started getting endurance athletes and shit like that. So I slept, honestly, people don't believe it, no more than 2 to 3 to 4 hours a night. And that's being generous. Something happened for like 10 years of my life, my body shut down. Now, I sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a night. Sometimes more than that, man. My body's like going through some weird changes right now. And it's starting to relax. That fight or flight, my endocrine system's starting to calm down and relax. So I'm able to get a lot more sleep, which is good.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.